Good morning. Happy Thursday, everyone. We start to forget our days now. But such a beautiful morning. All right, so I want to ask you guys this question and really think about this as well. Are you honoring your values? First of all, to answer that question, you gotta know what your values are. What are your core values that you live by every single day? I've been doing amazing interviews with my experts for the 26 Days to Greatness Challenge, and a lot of them mentions core values. Think of that as your roadmap. As you go about your day, obviously something's gonna happen that will throw you off of your center, and then you might completely react out of the knee-jerk reaction. But if you have core values in place, then you will always come back to your center and you will come back to who you are in true alignment with, right? So for example, one of my core values are living in total compassion and patience and unconditional love, right? Like embracing that for myself and for other people. And how does that look like then? So, for example, as I go about my day, maybe someone says something and then immediately my ego wants to react with, frustration, with anger towards this person. But then I remind myself what my core value is: compassion, patience, unconditional love. Immediately I can decide to respond in alignment to my values rather than just react. Does that make sense? Or it could be one of your personal values can be health and wellness. And then you see this amazing, delicious chocolate cake. You want to eat it. And that's totally fine, guys. Like, I'm not saying to never have guilty pleasures. Like, you can totally have that piece of chocolate cake. But that will give you at least some guidance to the decisions that you make throughout the day. Right? Without these core values in place, you will never know if you're living a life that's going to lead to total fulfillment, happiness, joy, or you're just like aimlessly wandering around, drifting through life with no goals and no vision, right? It all starts at the foundation, at the small things. So I feel like now is a really interesting time because we've been all kind of like put to stay at home. And if you guys have really been taking this time as an opportunity to reflect on your life, like, it's been a powerful time to do so. You really got to start to think about, like, am I honoring my values? Like, the job that I'm staying at, the relationship that I'm staying at, that I choose to stay at, right? You always have a choice. You always have a choice to stay at a place, or you decide to leave. So really think about this. Like, do you internally, you know that you're worth so much more? Yes, of course, I'm honoring my values. That's good. That's good to know. Right? Do you feel like your values are being, just degraded by choosing to stay at this job? When I made a decision to quit my last job, it was like in March, the reason why I left the job wasn't because like something changed financially where I could do so. Like, it made no sense to quit my job financially at that point. But I decided to leave anyways because I realized that by choosing to stay at that job, I was telling the universe that my value is way down here. I was making a declaration by choosing to stay, if I did, that my value was way down here. So I said, you know what? No, I'm not going to stay at a job to make like a certain dollar per hour anymore. Like, my value is infinite. I'm not going to put myself in that position anymore where my value is just completely like degraded, right? So I made a decision to leave. And I can't even begin to explain how many doors started to open up, how many opportunities started to show themselves. You have to make that decision first, though. The universe won't just decide to show you all these amazing opportunities until you tell it that you're ready, until you say yes to yourself. And it's the same thing with relationship, right? Like, I totally get it when you guys are in a relationship for a while and it's difficult. It's difficult when you choose to leave a different, like a current situation for a different reality that you cannot see. Humans, we can always measure what we can lose, but we cannot measure what we can gain. That's why we are afraid. That's why we are scared to take risk. But all the amazing things happens on the other side of the unknown, right? So like you gotta make it, and I think it all just comes back down to your values. Like you gotta know what your values are, and when you are so certain and you know what those are, you will not make decisions that are going to be that goes against those values, because you know it's gonna make you feel like that you're just not being authentic. Such a beautiful day today. Let me see. Hi, Daryl. Yeah, it's just like, I think today also, guys, is the full moon, and the energy that comes with that is powerful. You get to make a declaration today. What are you cutting ties away from? What are you cutting ties away from? Is it the habits that you have that doesn't serve you? The habits where you are always on Netflix, always on Facebook? Are you going to cut ties from that? You gotta make a conscious decision first, though. Like, you can think about it, you can dream about it, you can say, oh, it sounds good. But until you actually make that decision to say no more, like you will never make it happen. Like, that is just the truth. Facts. Thanks, Daryl. Hope you're doing amazing. And I just feel like collectively too, guys, like as a humanity, you guys gotta start to know the power that you have with your thoughts and your emotion. Like, I cannot stress this enough, because collectively we are creating a future together. If you are constantly investing your thoughts and your emotions and your energy and your time looking at the news, looking at the one thing that isn't working, you are collectively creating that. You are being a part of that mix of energy, and you are creating that future that none of us want. Think about this. Like, you guys gotta start looking into these kind of stuff. Law of attraction. Look at how the universe operates beyond the physical realm, beyond what we can see. There are so many things that's going on right now that we cannot see with our physical eyes, right? Like, just because I can't see this Wi-Fi or this internet signal, I cannot see that. I have no idea how me speaking into my phone can broadcast to everyone, like globally. Like, think about that. How does that work? We cannot understand or see. I cannot see like my data is being transmitted across the globe right now. Like, but that kind of stuff, think about it. How does it work? Do you understand how that works? If you don't, then there is so much more at play that's going on right now. And that's why you got to understand the universal principles. Law of attraction. Your thoughts and your emotions emit a signal that creates your reality. So this is not something that I can teach you. You guys got to go do your own study. But I just really want you to encourage you guys to think about that. Use this time. Like, sit in silence. Don't soak your mind with pointless things like scrolling through Facebook. It doesn't matter what other people are doing. Forget about it. It's good that you come on and listen to me. I only trust the universe to send me whoever is ready to hear what I have to say to land on my live stream. So if that's you right now, if you're listening, great. But if you catch yourself just mindlessly scrolling through Facebook, just like take a moment and pause. And I get it. I get it's a habit. Like, I get that we're so in this loop every single day. But if you can just take a pause and to really ask yourself, like, is this serving my highest good right now by doing this? If you can catch yourself even like one time today, right? You become more conscious. You become more aware. And then if you can keep consistently doing that again and again, it's going to build, right? So basically, all I'm trying to say is to like get it's just like stop plugging your mind to what's going on outside and start connecting to the wisdom, to the insights that you have within you. We cannot do that when we are continuously just soaking our mind with external stimuli, whatever. So that's why you guys gotta unplug. And that's why I spend 2 hours every morning in silence. And it's totally okay if some days you can't do that. Like this morning, to be honest, I really felt like my body needed some extra sleep, and I slept for 15 minutes extra. So I didn't get my 2 full hours in, but that's okay, right? But it's all about a conscious decision. You have no idea how much power you have right now in terms of creating a collective future for humanity. Hey, Miko, following you too. Aw, thanks. I want to inspire all of you guys to rise up to your personal power. Stop letting the news tell you how your reality should be. Like, just stop that nonsense. Take a walk outside. Look at the amazing well-being that is surrounding us. When you are not thinking, you are vulnerable to other people controlling your mind. If you're not thinking, you are being susceptible to others controlling how you think, how you operate. And everything that shows up in your life right now comes from your thinking. Every decision that you make first came here. It doesn't just like show up out of nowhere unless it's like autopilot, you're running on programming. And that also doesn't you gotta break that. You gotta break those programmings. I'm just on fire this morning because I know it's a full moon, and I really want you guys to leverage this energy to make a decision. Ask yourself, am I honoring my values? And if you're not, are you going to cut ties away from people, circumstances, situations that do not serve your highest good, or it's not in alignment to your values? Really think about that, please. Please, guys, think about that. And there are so many things that you can do to up-level yourself during this time, right? There is so much opportunity. You guys are staying at home now. Please use your time. We have so much more. Time and energy is the currency that you have. Time and energy are the only currency that you really have. Money, it's like paper. Even right now, specifically right now, the money, you don't even see it. You don't even touch it anymore. It's just a number that gets transmitted in the internet, right? You don't actually see or touch the money. So in a way, it doesn't exist. The only currencies that you have are your time and your energy. So where are you investing your time and your energy on every single day? All right. Really think about this, guys. Please let me know what's landing for you. Let me know in the comments below. Daryl, thank you so much for engaging. Time and energy is the only currency we have. Yeah, absolutely. So, if we don't invest our time and our energy on the right things, obviously the money is not going to flow in, right? If we are constantly investing our time and our energy on looking at what the news are telling you, you will never have the opportunities to allow the abundance to come in, to allow the well-being to come in. So it all comes back down to consciousness, to awareness, to making decisions that serve your highest good. So I would say, after you listen to this live, turn off your phone or even sit in your room for 5 minutes. Take out a piece of paper, take out a pen, and write down. Ask yourself this question, put at the top, what are my values? What are my values? What are they? Right? What do you value every single day? Is it connection with the people that you love? Is it personal growth? Is it, I don't know, what your values are is unique to you. So write that down. Ask yourself the question. I highly recommend you guys to write it down because you are turning a non-physical thought into something tangible by just writing it down. But if you don't want to do it, at least ask yourself that question throughout the day. What are my values? What do I care for? Am I honoring my values? All right, so do some thinking today. Use your mind. And I will check in at 4 p.m., I believe. Yeah, 4 p.m. today for Ask Miko Anything. So if you have any questions, let me know. I will be answering them live for you today. And thank you so much for getting up 2 hours earlier. Yeah, so true. Like I really like, the everything that I share, I always tell the universe to like just let me channel through the wisdom and the insights that whoever is listening right now needs to hear right now. Like I trust my intuition. I never planned these lives, completely honest, but I'm connected. I'm connected to my heart. I'm connected to my spirit. So, and you guys can all do the same thing. You guys can all do the same thing by spending time in silence and connecting with you. All right, so have an amazing day. I will check in with you guys at 4 p.m. PST for Ask Miko Anything. So come back, let's have a chat, ask me some questions, and I will see you then. I'm sending so much love from my heart to you, and speak soon.